Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's another fine evening here in Kisumu. I don't know where you're watching this particular video from. Maybe you could tell me in the comment section. It's long since I followed where you're watching from. Raila Odinga has just concluded his 2-day tour of the larger Northern Kenya region. And from my own assessment, I strongly believe that Raila Odinga has had one of the best trips in that region. And I noted three or two things. The first thing I noted was that the leadership from the entire Northern Kenya were present during the Azimio la Umoja in Garissa, apart from Aden Duale. Maybe Aden Duale is no longer viewed as influential in that region, because previously Aden Duale would have had a lot of say over members of parliament, senators, and most of them would have avoided this particular event. I want to believe that the removal of Aden Duale as the majority leader reduced his influence in the Northern Kenya. So Aden Duale was the only leader who was missing at that particular event. The second thing I noted, which is also significant, is that the Kamkunji member of parliament, Yusuf Hassan, was also present. Yusuf Hassan has never been on one side with Raila Odinga. What is that telling you? It is telling you that the Northern Kenya region is actually united in their support for Raila Odinga. And I don't want to be surprised that in the next election, Yusuf Hassan might actually decide to defend his seat either on ODM ticket, or if Jubilee will be in an alliance with ODM Party, then he's going to defend on Jubilee, and they're going to have some kind of an arrangement. So that's the other thing I observed. The third thing which I observed is that the people of the larger Mount Kenya region are well organized, and they have a specific demand which they put forth. National ID cards for the youths. And Raila Odinga promised to provide the youths of that region with ID cards. Why do you think they placed that demand? In my view, is because of the population of that region. Maybe I will need to do another video focusing solely on the population of the people of the Northern Kenya. So in this video today, I want us to look at why I strongly believe Raila Odinga had a successful trip to Northern Kenya. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, please, I want you guys to help me do one thing. I want you guys to click thumbs up. Now I'm waiting as I look for a registered number of voters per county. Voters per county. Why do I believe that Raila Odinga had a successful trip in the Northern Kenya? The following reasons. Number one, the entire region is actually united in their support for Raila Odinga. And they went further and endorsed Raila Odinga for the presidency. That's significant because in the last election, 2013, 2017, Raila Odinga did not win seats in that region. In fact, Raila Odinga won one seat in, was it in Wajir? In Wajir, he had one. Garissa, not so sure. But despite that, those elected leaders, majority were from Jubilee and Kanu, came together and endorsed Raila Odinga. This meeting brought together leaders from Mandera County, Marsabit County, Isiolo County, Wajir County, and Garissa County. If you've been following the politics of this region, very closely, then you should have realized that this region was one of the URP strongholds in 2013 because they were grouped as part of the pastoralists. Remember, URP was a pastoralist, was created as a pastoralist party in 2013. Do they have the numbers? That's something which probably we will go further next time. But let me just try and get you the numbers. That's what I was actually looking for. The figures. Garissa has 163,000 registered voters. Wajir has 162,900 voters. Mandera has 175,642 voters, registered voters. Marsabit has 141,000 voters. Isiolo has 75,000 registered voters. Now, those numbers there are significant, especially for Raila Odinga. If he can consolidate the votes in this region, because these are part of the regions which has never gone wrong in their calculations. They are always voting with the winning side. So if Raila Odinga can work very hard and win the support of this region, then it means he's going to recover. Because remember, Raila was supported by NASA, Kalonzo, Mudavadi. These guys are going. And the problem has always been, where is Raila going to get the numbers to fix? So if he's going to lose Ukambani, then he's going to get some votes from the larger Mount Kenya region, because he's also going to get there. Then he can top up with the votes from the larger Eastern, Northern Kenya. And importantly, if he's going to play his card smart, then it means he will definitely win parliamentary seats, MCS, governors, and Raila Odinga will be sorted. So in my view, that support is one of the success for Raila Odinga. The fact that these leaders endorsed him for the presidency. Number two is the Muslim support. Northern Kenya is predominantly Muslim. So they'll figure out if Raila Odinga can serve the interest of the Muslim community, then they'll rally support for Raila Odinga based on that alone. Because Raila Odinga met with the sheikhs. Remember, William Samoei Ruto has already entrenched himself to the church. The question is, are Muslim leaders comfortable with the fact that William Ruto is projecting himself as a staunch Christian? And because politics is dynamic and local, the local leadership here might decide that Ruto is good, but now that he's professing a lot of Christianity, a lot of things can change should he become the president of the Republic of Kenya. The Muslim population in this country, sorry, I've just breathed some air. The Muslim population in this country, I think they're around 30%, which is significant, politically speaking. Number three, in my view, is the Somali community in Kenya. According to the census report, the population of the Somali community is growing very, very fast. And you can't determine the population of the Somali community by their presence in Northern Kenya. No. You must go to other towns. You go to Nairobi. What is their population? Of course, in Nairobi, they already have a member of parliament. They have several MCs. You go to Mombasa. What's their population there? Huge. You go to places like even in Nyanza. They have a member of parliament in the name of Junet Mohammed. You go to Eldoret. They are there. So basically, Muslims are even overtaking the Kikuyus when it comes... Sorry, the Somali community are even overtaking the Kikuyus community when it comes to business. So they are the only community, apart from the Kikuyus, which you are sure of doing businesses in all corners of this republic. The other day I was in Siaya over the weekend. And someone had posted, was it Siaya or Homa Bay? I was in Siaya and I was shocked at the number of Somali community in Siaya because I lived there for like 6 years. And by that time, they were not there. And I remember reading a comment from one of the former MCs in Homa Bay, in Kibiri, who was like try to complain that the Somali community are taking over businesses in Homa Bay. So their population is not confined to northern Kenya. And that's going to play a huge role for Raila Amolo Odinga. Like if they agree to support Raila Odinga, then you'll be assured of their support in Nairobi. You'll be assured of their support in Mombasa. You'll be assured of their support in Eldoret, their support in Nakuru. That's going to be significant. Number 4 is the elders' endorsement. You know, the truth of the matter is that the politics majorly in the northern Kenya is clan-based. Apart from maybe Isiolo, maybe Marsabit. But Wajir, Garissa, majorly, and Mandera are majorly clan-based. The fact that the governors from those regions, the senators from those regions, members of parliament from those regions are telling their residents to support Raila Amolo Odinga, they are likely to influence the elders in that region that Raila Odinga is the best. And if they manage to do that, then the elders will endorse Raila Amolo for the presidency, or they'll issue a guidance. And that guidance will definitely lead them to Raila Amolo Odinga. And that's going to help Raila Amolo Odinga cement the support in that region. Because if you look at politics in a broader perspective, in 2007, this region voted for Raila Amolo Odinga overwhelmingly. 2013, there were talks that because of the nature of that region, Raila Odinga's votes were actually stolen. In 2017, again. But now Raila Odinga, working with the government, he can be assured that should elders endorse him, then that support is going to be intact. And lastly, just like I was trying to say, that politics is a game of perception. It's a game of numbers, both real numbers and perceptual numbers. The fact that Raila Odinga was joined by almost all leaders from northern Kenya is creating a perception that Raila Odinga is gaining. And the fact that Aden Duale was the only leader who was missing and he supports Ruto means that Ruto, who was controlling this region, is actually losing. But the other fact is that normally during elections, sitting members of parliament, senators, over 85% of them might go home. So for me, I never judge popularity based on the number of members of parliament supporting an individual. The fact that these members of parliament are now not with Ruto, are endorsing Raila Odinga, might not necessarily translate to votes. But politics is a perceptual game. The perception outside there is that now Raila Odinga has the support of the people of the northern Kenya, especially the leadership. And one thing you can't run away from is the influence governors have when it comes to elections in this country. A governor might be unpopular, but most of these governors, because of the resources, their networks, they have up to the village administrators, ward administrators, sub-county administrators, they have a certain network there. Those networks, the governors can easily use. And it will mean that if, for example, the Garissa governor will be supporting Raila Odinga, then having agents for ODM in that region will not be a big deal. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. I have 2 videos and I'm promising to do them. I promised to do a video on Jimmy Wanjigi, not yet done, but I promised I'll do it. Then the Pandora Papers. I also need to do a video on that because even President Uhuru Kenyatta himself has already responded through Kanze Dena. So it's a significant subject for us to discuss. Legally, is it allowed? And how is it going to affect President Uhuru Kenyatta, his legacy? Those are questions that we need to ask ourselves and maybe respond. And if we have any legal expert on this channel or even economic expert, please, I'd love to read your comments. You can reach me on 0777-741323. WhatsApp, really. 0777-741323. Reach me on that so that you can explain to me, because I'm not good on the issues. I'll just discuss the politics aspect, but I'll need the background, whether it's good or bad to have offshore accounts. Please, WhatsApp me. Just do a small write-up, WhatsApp me. How it's going to affect President Uhuru Kenyatta, WhatsApp me. Thank you, and may you have a good day. And by the way, why are you guys not joining the channel membership? I do great content for you guys. Please just click that green button, join the channel membership, choose the pack you can, support the channel. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.